I'm gonna need you to come with us. Wouldn't do that if I was you.
Everybody okay? You run good?
There's this great palette of characters to draw from and imagery, but it's made a little bit fresher by the fact that you are now creating an effects show around the backdrop of a Western.
When you hear a title like Cowboys and Aliens, you may think something very pulpy, and there is a certain fun and pulp associated with it, but when you see the tone that Jon Favreau brings to it, you see that you can really imagine it happening.
I think the thing that I really respect that, you know, Alex and Bob and the writers and Jon Favreau did with this concept was keeping it authentic. And they can get all real from the standpoint of the characters.
When you look away from him or you look away from each other in that last beat, it makes you have to sort of start again. So I'd love for like the last line he says, I don't want to do that again, to make you both look at each other, kind of laugh, and let the laugh turn into a still moment and turn into... Got it.
It was so important for all of the filmmakers that we wanted to make, first and foremost, a good Western.
What's happened to the Western is it's gotten absorbed into other genres. You know, if you think about Star Wars, what they did in a very clever way was borrow the iconography of the West and then update it with science fiction.
It was the opportunity to take advantage of the humanity of the Western and then to fold into it a sense of contemporary interests. Sort of a genius concept.
They're coming back!
If the aliens never came down in this story, there's a tremendous story of conflicted characters in a kind of range war that starts to bubble up to the surface at the very first act.
I need that weapon. It's the only thing that counts.
It's cool to see characters who would have been shooting at one another a few days before are suddenly forced to try to survive together.
As a movie, it makes perfect sense. It's a very imaginative, but somehow emotionally relatable story.
These are real people in this real situation. And the more you feel like you're part of this world, the more exciting and interesting it becomes when everything gets turned on its ear. Here we have an opportunity in Cowboys and Aliens to take what is mythically very satisfying and then update all of it by using all the cutting-edge technology, and that's the fun part for me.